Hi guys, and welcome to day 20 of this 21-day series. This is our last session for you to follow. Tomorrow you're going to go for a jog or a walk, but this is the last session that we are going to do together. So today is yoga. What I want to do is more of a flow, so we get those yoga moves in, we're moving forward and back and really stretching out all the muscles we've been working really hard at strengthening and lengthening, and we are going to work them today as well, with some stretching and relaxation in there. So grab your mat and we'll get started. We're going to start in child's pose, so just with your, come back onto the heels with your back side, take your hands out in front and just pull back. Maybe take your feet a little bit wider if you feel more comfortable with that, and just start to melt down into your mat. And take some breaths here. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And again. Just take 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Inhale as you come forward so that your hands are underneath your shoulders. Shoulders away from the earlobes. We're just going to do a few cat-cows here. So we inhale as we come into a cow position where we let our belly come down and chin up. And exhale as we press up into a cat position where we round out the shoulders and look towards the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And come back. Good. Tuck your toes under, inhale. As you exhale, come up into our first downward facing dog. So we are just trying to get our hips as small an angle as we can, so our torso as close to our thighs as we can, and then we start to pedal out the feet. Trying to lengthen through the hamstrings, lengthen through those calves, massaging through the feet. You can look under your armpit. Lots of different things that you could be doing in your first downward dog. Good. Keep pushing down. Shoulders away from the earlobes. Good. Coming up onto the toes and then pressing down into the heels. Up onto the toes and pressing down into the heels. Good. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Lengthen as much as you can. Exhale as you come forward and place that foot between the hands. Place that left knee down to the floor. Inhale, raising up above the head and coming down so that your hands are at heart center. We're going to take our left elbow and hook with our right knee and just look over the shoulder. Good, breathing here. Come back to the center, raise the arms up. Place the hands back down onto the floor. Step back into the plank position and press back into our downward facing dog. Pedal it out a little bit. Other side now. Inhale, raising that leg up. Exhale as you come back through and place it down onto the floor. Place the right leg down. Inhale, raising up. Crescent lunge. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Turn, hook, and looking over the shoulder. Keep breathing here. Good, come back to the center, raise the arms up, And then come back down to the floor, place the hands on the floor, come up onto the toes, step back into the plank position, and then back into our downward facing dog. Keep breathing here. Good. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, step through. This time, keep your back knee up off the floor. Inhale, raising up into a crescent lunge. Bring the hands to heart center. Tilt forward, hook the elbow, and look back over your right shoulder. Lengthen through that back leg, squeezing through the front leg as well. Inhale, come back to the center. Arms up. Exhale as we come back down to the floor. Step that foot back. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, come down towards the floor, all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, coming down. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Good, tuck the toes under. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Press the heels into the floor. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Exhale, come through, place that foot down on the floor. Keep the back heel up off the floor. Come down to the knee if you need to. Inhale, raising up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, coming down, heart center. Tilt forward, twist the body. Looking back over the shoulder. Lengthen through that back leg. Keep it switched on. Hold it there. Option just to stay in the center, of course. Inhale back to the center, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands down into the floor. Step the left foot back. Hold it here. Inhale. This time, option to stay up. Keep the legs up off the floor. Exhale, coming down almost to the floor. Untuck the toes, up into upward facing dog. Inhale, exhaling, pressing back into a downward facing dog. Good. We're going to run through some sun salutations. We're going to go through 5 times. So from here, look forward, step or float forward, and hold it there. Just holding this position here first. So we're going to take opposite elbow to the hands and let ourselves hang down. So try to get your torso as close to your thighs as you can. And then start to lengthen out the legs. Place the hands on the floor. Let's just do a halfway lift before we get going. Shoulders away from the earlobes. Lengthen through the spine. And then release again, forward fold. Option to take the hands to the knees, otherwise inhale, raising up into tall mountain, shoulders away from the earlobes. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, raise up into halfway lift. Step or jump back, chaturanga, or coming all the way down to the floor. Upward facing dog or baby cobra, they're your options, think about it. Inhale, coming back and exhale, pressing back into our downward facing dog. Now we're going to do it 4 more times. I'm just going to say what's coming rather than doing other things. So if you need to take the options, do it. So eyes are forward, inhale, exhale, jump forward, step or float forward, exhale, inhale, rising up to a mountain, exhale, folding forward, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, come down, chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Remember, take those options if you need it. If you just want a baby cobra, if you want to take your knees to the floor, you can. Good. Eyes forward, inhale, step or float forward, exhale, release. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, jump back. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, pressing back. Good, just 2 more. Inhale, jump, step or float forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up. And And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down, jump or step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good, one more time. Step or float forward. Folding forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, release your knees to the floor, let's just pull back and take a moment to recover. Good. Let's just take 5 breaths here. One more breath in, and breathe out. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, pushing back into our downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, arms come up. Hold it there. Hands to heart center. Come forward, twist and lift. Lengthen through that back leg. Good. Release and take your reverse warrior, that's what it's called. Sorry, yeah, reverse warrior. We're going to turn and we're going to come into warrior 2. Good, just hold it there. Nice big step, making sure that the the front knee is not over the toes. Here we go, this is our reverse warrior. Just had a blank what the other one's called. Good, let's bring that elbow to the knee, come right over the top, big side stretch here. Shoulders away from the earlobes, keeping that pressure going down through the feet. Come back into warrior 2. Come into a 5-pointed star, so shoulders away from the earlobes. Great. We're going to bring the hands to heart center, come down into a prayer squat. Shoulders away from the earlobes, switching on through the inner thighs. And hold it there. Good. Take the arms above, 5-pointed star. Take the arms out to the side. Turn the feet so the toes are in front of the heels. Shoulders are back and down. And we're just going to do a forward fold all the way down to the floor. Now you might need to readjust your feet. And bring your hands down to the floor if you can. Maybe you can bring your head down to the floor. If you want to deepen that stretch, take the hands behind, facing the other way, and just hold it there. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, bring the hands back out in front, come up into a halfway lift. Good. We're just going to take our weight out to our right side and lift our left toes up off the floor. And we're going to just find our balance here. Then we bring our hands to heart center. Option just to keep your hands on the floor if you need to. Like I might need to, I just can't find my balance today. So just hold it there. The shoulders away from the earlobes. Good. From here we're just going to take our hands and turn towards the front into a lunge. We're going to step our right foot back. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to do the other side now. Inhale, rise the left leg, sorry. Exhale, step through. Option to place that knee down onto the floor, that's okay. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, coming down, hands at heart center. Tilt forward, come through, turn. Looking over the shoulder. Good, we're going to release that and come into a revolved warrior. That's what I was trying to think of before. And then turn around into warrior two. Lengthening out, making sure the front knee isn't over the toes. Hips and shoulders are nice and square. Good, from here, reverse warrior. Inhale, come forward, elbow to knee. Let's take the arm up and over. Light with the elbow on the knee, pressure going down through the feet. Switch on the belly. Good, come back to the center. Reverse, warrior two. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. Warrior two, still on that same side. Good, come back to the center. Turn your toes out, 5-pointed star. This time we have a goddess pose, so we're going to come down into this position here. Good, squeezing through the inner thighs. Good, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good, come back up into 5-pointed star. Take your hands out to the side. Have your feet, your toes behind your heel, in front of your heels, sorry. And we're just going to tilt forward into a forward fold, coming down all the way down to the floor, just like before. Good, maybe adjusting the feet if you need to. Maybe taking the hands behind to deepen that stretch. Never forcing anything though. Only do what feels good for you. Good, come back to the center, go back to the front, halfway lift. Let's take our weight out to our left side now and turn our right toes up, doing that nice inner thigh stretch. If you like, come heart center with the hands, finding your balance. Good, hands down, come back to the center. Take your hands out to the side, come up, 5-pointed star. And then we're just going to lunge to the front of that mat like we did before. Step that foot back, inhale here, exhale chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog, exhale downward facing dog. Good, stay where you are, holding that downward facing dog just a little longer. Good, let's bring the knees down to the floor, feet together, knees turned out, pull back into child's pose. So dropping your chest as close to the floor as you can. From here, we're just going to creep our hands across to the right side and feel that nice stretch all the way down our left side. And then come back through center to the other side. Back to the center. And coming up. Good. Let's take a seat. We are going to do a 5-log pose. So again, opening up through our hips. Right leg across in front, left leg, left foot across the top, and we are just letting our knees just as close to the floor as we can without putting too much pressure down. You can place a hand just gently. And just relax into this position. Just inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Good. Let's take that foot, take it behind, so our left knee is right next to our right foot. And our foot is out behind, we are going to take our right foot behind, our right hand behind, and we are going to inhale to press up and push our hips forward. And just really stretch all the way down through the front. And release, good. Let's switch sides now. So the left leg across the bottom, right leg on top. Letting gravity take those, press the knees down towards the floor. But if you want a little bit more pressure, you can. But really don't push down on it. Just closing your eyes now. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more. And release. Good. Taking that knee next to the front foot, so the right knee right next to the left foot. Take your left hand behind, come up, press your hips forward, and look back. Feeling that nice stretch all the way through the front. And release. Good. So we're just going to spend a few minutes now just in Savasana. So we are going to find a position down on our back. That's Savasana position. Legs are out nice and long. We're just going to take a few minutes here of breathing. Take your hands so your palms are facing the ceiling. Your shoulders are away from your earlobes. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. And again. It's starting to bring feeling back into your fingers and your toes, just maybe a little wriggle. Start to move the wrists and the ankles. And then reach the arms above your head gently. Maybe bring the knees in towards your chest, just gently, take your time, bring the knees in, give them a hug. Start to congratulate yourself for this series. Today is day 20. Day 21, you have a recovery session, so you go for a run or a walk or something like that. You made it through every single session to get till now. You should congratulate yourself for that. Be proud. Just rolling off to the side, taking a moment, and then gently coming up all the way into a seated position, crossing the legs. Let's just take a few breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Just open your eyes. Well done, guys. Thank you so much for spending the last 3 weeks with me. I hope you've enjoyed every single session. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you feel yourself stronger and fitter and more motivated, and you want to keep going. And that's the most important part. It's all about consistency. So over these 3 weeks, we've maybe formed some really good habits of maybe getting up early in the morning and getting a session done before you head off to work or school, and it's now part of your life. That is the whole aim of this series. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you very soon. Bye.